WOD 1, come out swinging. With a 5-minute running clock, the athlete will perform a buy-in of 50 Russian kettlebell swings. Once those are complete, for the remaining time, the athlete will perform an AMRAP of 4 chin-over bar pull-ups or 8 ring rows and 8 burpee box overs. WOD 1 individual standards. Russian kettlebell swings. At the start of the 5-minute round, the kettlebell must be on the ground. The athlete must then grip the kettlebell and stand upright with the hips extended. The athlete then begins the lowering arc of the movement. The kettlebell must pass behind the heels at the bottom. The athlete then begins the rising arc and the movement finishes when the arms are straight, the hands are above the shoulders, and the hips are extended. Chin over bar pull-ups. Strict, kipping, or butterfly pull-ups are allowed. Pull-ups begin with the athlete in a dead hang, full arm extension, and feet not touching anything. The bottom of the chin must go above the plane of the bar before descending to full arm extension. At least one palm must be facing away from you. Ring rows. The athlete will begin with the back of their heels on the far side of the tape, furthest away from the hands, and gripping the rings. The athlete will bend their knees and lean back without the heels ever moving to the near side of the tape, maintaining a rigid body position and with the arms fully extended. Without kipping or losing the rigid body position, the athlete will pull their chest toward the rings until the hands break the plane of the chest. Burpee box over. Every burpee box over rep starts with the athlete facing the box, completing a burpee, then stepping or jumping on top of the box, and either stepping or jumping down to the opposite side of the start. The burpee box over rep is complete when both of the athlete's feet are on the ground after stepping or jumping down. The burpee. From a standing upright position, the athlete must get their chest and thighs flat to the floor. When getting flat to the floor or back up, athletes may jump both feet or step 1 foot at a time. The box over. The athlete may jump up or step up to get both feet on top of the box. Both feet must be on top of the box at the same time before jumping or stepping down on the opposite side. The athlete does not need to stand up completely while on top of the box. The dismount must be on the opposite side of the box. Kettlebell variations. Intermediates, males 53 pounds, females 35 pounds. Novice and masters, males 35 pounds, females 26 pounds. Box variations. Male intermediates 24 inches, all others 20 inches. Score 1. Total reps of the AMRAP. WOD 2. What's up, DT? With a 7-minute time cap when the clock starts and then every minute on the minute, the athlete will perform 12 sit-ups. In the remainder of each minute, the athlete will complete as many rounds or parts of rounds as possible of 9 barbell deadlifts, 6 barbell hang cleans, and 3 barbell shouldered overhead, with the goal to complete 5 total rounds. WOD 2 individual standards. Deadlift. With arms straight throughout, with any hand grip the athlete chooses, and in a conventional stance with hands outside the legs, the athlete will lift the bar to full hip extension, finishing with the shoulders behind the bar at the top. The bar is then lowered quickly to the floor without bouncing. Touch and go is permitted. Sumo stance is not allowed. Hang clean. Athletes may begin hang cleans directly after the 9th deadlift rep without lowering the bar to the floor. From the fully upright, hips and knees extended position, athletes will bend at the hips and lower the bar to between the hips and knees. The bar must then be lifted to the front rack position, finishing with the elbows in front of the bar and with the knees and hips extended. Shoulder to overhead. Shoulder to overhead may begin directly after the 6th hang clean of each round without lowering the bar to the ground. From the front rack position, athletes will strict press, or push press, or push jerk, or split jerk the bar above the head with the elbows, shoulders, hips, and knees fully extended, the bar over the middle of the body, and with the feet in line. Sit-ups. Sit-ups begin with the athlete lying on the back, feet on the floor, any distance below the buttocks. Butterfly position is fine, but the feet cannot be anchored and the hands must be touching the floor above the head. The athlete then curls up until the hands touch the toes, not the midfoot. The feet cannot leave the floor at any time during any part of the sit-up. An ab mat is allowed, but not required. If used, the ab mat must be positioned at the lumbar spine. Barbell variations. Intermediates, males, 115 pounds, females, 85 pounds. Novice and Masters, males, 85 pounds, females, 55 pounds. Score 2, time to complete 5 rounds of the triplet. WOD 3, skip the thrusters, let's row. With an 8-minute time cap, on 3, 2, 1, go, the athlete will begin working through a chipper of 700-meter row, 140 double unders or 210 single unders, and 28 single-arm dumbbell thrusters. For the skips, the athlete will perform either double unders or single unders. It's the athlete's choice, but whatever the athlete chooses, they must stick with that skip modality for all the reps. WOD 3 standards. The row. The athlete's feet do not have to be strapped in. The damper can be whatever the athlete chooses. The athlete should not touch the handle before the MC says go. Double unders. This is the standard double under in which the rope passes completely under the feet twice for each jump. The rope must spin forward for the rep to count. Single unders. This is the standard single under in which the rope passes completely under both feet once for each jump. The rope must spin forward for the rep to count. Walk skips, where the rope passes under one foot at a time, are not permitted. Single arm dumbbell thrusters. The single arm dumbbell thruster first rep begins with the dumbbell on the ground. The athlete grips the dumbbell handle with one hand and by any method lifts the dumbbell to a front rack shoulder height position. The athlete lowers their hips to below the top of the knees and then, while always maintaining grip, rises and thrusts the dumbbell to full lockout overhead with the hips, knees, and active arm fully extended and the dumbbell directly over the body midline. The athlete chooses when or whether to switch hands. There is no predefined requirement for switching. Dumbbell variations. Intermediates, males 50 pounds, females 35 pounds. Novice and Masters, males 35 pounds, females 20 pounds. Score 3, time to complete. WOD 4, total BS. With a 2-minute time cap, the athlete will perform as many back squats as possible at the predefined weight. WOD 4 individual standards. Back squat. The first rep begins with the athlete gripping the bar with both hands, the barbell behind the neck on the upper back, then unracking it and standing fully upright with the knees and hips extended. Each rep requires the hips go below the top of the knees at the bottom, and at the top where the rep finishes, the knees and hips must reach full extension. Barbell variations. Intermediates, males 135 pounds, females 95 pounds. Novice and Masters, males 95 pounds, females 65 pounds. Score 4 for individuals, total squats completed.
2, 1, Festivus!